Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Hi students, now in this video, now we are going to discuss regarding Philo-Taxi. So Philo-Taxi information in previous video, introduction only I have given. Now elaborate information I will give you on Philo-Taxi. After completion of a Philo-Taxi, I will concentrate on leaf modifications. So in this video, leaf modifications. So in leaf modification, there are different types of steps over there, or there are different types over there, but half of the video only I can give now. In the next video, all remaining continuation I can give. So there in this particular video, so few important points on Philo-Taxi and leaf modification, half of the information I am going to give you. So let us have a look on this ones. Okay, now Philo-Taxi. Philo-Taxi is nothing but the mode of arrangement of leaves on the stem or branches. So try to buy out this one. So Philo-Taxi is nothing but the mode of arrangement of leaves on the stem or branches is called as Philo-Taxi. Okay, Philo-Taxi is nothing but arrangement of leaves on the stem or branches. So next one, depending on the number of leaves, depending on the number of leaves developed at the each node, Philo-Taxi is divided into three types. So what are those? Alternate Philo-Taxi, opposite Philo-Taxi, and one more is whorled Philo-Taxi. So three types I have given. What are those? Alternate or spiral, opposite, and one more is whorled or circular Philo-Taxi. So in this particular case, so here exactly at down, once you see down there, leaf mosaic also I have written. So that one I am not going to give any number to that. Okay, it is a special type of Philo-Taxi, special type of Philo-Taxi, leaf mosaic. Now let us learn one by one. Alternate Philo-Taxi or spiral Philo-Taxi. Now in this type, Philo-Taxi only one leaf arises at each node. In this type of Philo-Taxi, only one leaf arises at each node. Okay, so thereby here at every node of the stem, no, definitely how many number of leaves we can be seen? So only one leaf we can see. So next one, these leaves are arranged with definite gaps. So particularly definite gaps are present and around the stem and found in definite vertical rows. Okay, so means the leaves are arranged with definite gaps. So between the leaves definitely we can be seen definite gaps we can see around the stem and found in a definite vertical rows. Found in a definite vertical rows. Now here based on that only one important point I will give you, that is each row of leaves is called sticky. So each row of leaves, in each row of leaf is taken as over THO-STI-CKY. Over THO-STI-CKY are sticky. For example, an alternate or a spiral Philo-Taxi, best examples are, so examples also in a previous video I have given, but I would like to give now also. Now hibiscus, FICUS, ficus, brassica means mustard. Next one, Helianthus annivus, sunflower plant. Okay, hibiscus, China rose, ficus, bengalensis, banyan tree. Next one, brassica, mustard, and Helianthus annivus, sunflower plant scientific name. Okay, so that is a small information regarding alternate alternate, and now second one is opposite phyllotaxy. Now opposite phyllotaxy point of view, in these leaves or in this type of phyllotaxy, leaves are developed at each node lying opposite to the each other. Means, so here at every node of the stem node there, so definitely two leaves are present. Okay, that is only you see there. So the leaves are developed at each node lying opposite to each other. Lying opposite to each other means how many are present? Two are present. Good. Now in this this kind of opposite phyllotaxy, we can be divided into two types. One is opposite superposed. Superposed. S-U-P-E-R-P-O-S-E-D. Superposed. And opposite decussate. D-E-C-U-S-S-A-T. Okay, opposite superposed and opposite decussate. Opposite superposed, best example, quisqualis. Try to say along with me, opposite superposed example, quisqualis. So in this opposite superposed, no, what is information means? Opposite leaves of all nodes lie one above the other. So means, so two leaves are there at every node, and these opposite leaves lie one above the other. So situated one by one. So likewise at every node, no, one pair of leaf or two leaves are present. So such kind of thing we can be taken as opposite superposed. Now decussate means, okay, decussate. Now decussate point of view, in this type, a pair of leaves at every node or at one node lie at right angle to the next pair of leaves at next node. One more time you see there. In this type, a pair of leaves at present at one node, these are all present or lie at right angle to the next pair of leaves at next node. Means what is the thing? No. So at every node one pair of leaves are there. No. At one node, suppose like one pair of leaves are there, means on the next node, no, leaves will be there. One pair of leaves will be there, but so right angle arrangement will be there when compared to the down one. Okay, first of all parallel right angle, next one parallel right angle, likewise. So that kind of structure we can be seen very familiarly where we can be seen, no, callotropism. So once you check this, so suppose if you know calotropis very well, just you go there and you observe it. Suppose if you don't know calotropis, just observe or type in Google and you try to see that particular plant, and that after identification of that particular plant, no, go on to the garden or outside and you check there. So what is information of or arrangement of leaves in calotropis? Okay, ma. So next one. So before start to learn about the whorled phyllotaxy or circular phyllotaxy, let me give conclusion on leaf mosaic. That is a special type of phyllotaxy is nothing but leaf mosaic. So what are the example means? Carica papaya. Carica papaya so papaya plant leaves arrangement is leaf mosaic, and one more is Acalypha indica. ACALYPHA, Acalypha indica, and one more is Carica papaya, papaya plant scientific name. Now in this particular case, no, what is the information means? In a leaf mosaic, lower older leaves have greater petioles. Means one more time you see there, lower older leaves have longer petioles. Longer petioles. Likewise, upper younger leaves have shorter petioles. So thereby, how it will be arrangement? So older ones definitely with longer petioles, and younger ones definitely with shorter petioles. So in this particular case, no, what will be? So what we can observe means, definitely, so why sir this kind of leaf mosaic information means, leaf mosaic thing means, so in that particular case, no, definitely the leaves are evenly exposed to the sunlight. So automatically, so each even a small leaf or even old leaf also can perform the process of photosynthesis very effectively. That's why, so here what is the thing? older ones or older leaves with long petioles and younger ones with short petioles. So thereby, so definitely all leaves are evenly exposed to the sunlight. So this is a special type. Actually this information are not given in our NCERT, but by referring other books giving you, try to save this point in your mind. Next one, oral phyllotaxy point of view. Oral phyllotaxy or circular phyllotaxy point of view. If more than 2 leaves arise at a node, means here what is the thing we can be seen means more than 2 leaves we can observe. So till now in opposite phyllotaxy 2 leaves we have seen at every node, no, but here in oral phyllotaxy how many leaves we are observing? More than 2 leaves we are observing. So more than 2 leaves are observing at every node. So for example, sir, one particular example, sir, means Nerium odorum. So simply Nerium you can be taken. So and one more is Alstonia, Nerium, Nerium, ALSTONIA, Alstonia. Now this is a small information regarding phyllotaxy. Now let us move forward to learn the leaf modifications point of view. If entire leaf or part of it or part of the leaf undergo permanent changes to perform new functions, so which are suitable to the environmental conditions. So here what is the thing? So definitely leaf modifications we are observing now there. A part of the leaf or sometimes the entire leaf definitely undergo permanent changes. By undergo of permanent changes performs the new functions. Performs the new function means generally what are the functions of leaf we can be seen? Photosynthesis and exchange of gases and transpiration we can see now. Along with means apart from those parts or functions, so these leaves, so by modifying themselves performs the new other functions, correct only. So means these are all or this kind of modifications which are suitable to the environment, environmental conditions. So now let us learn one by one. First of all, let us have a look on the tendrils. So now first one, a weak stemmed plants. Tendrils point of view, a weak stemmed plants, the entire leaf or any part of it or part of the leaf modified into tendrils. One more time, in weak stemmed plants only. In weak stemmed plants, definitely we can be seen the presence of tendrils. So there the entire leaf or any part of the leaf only modified into tendrils. So thereby, sir, what is the use of these tendrils, sir, means? So here definitely one point we should not forget, these kind of tendrils we can be seen in weak stemmed plants. Weak stemmed plants means for climbing purpose point of view. One more time once you see there. So these tendrils provides mechanical support. So it provides a mechanical support to the plant and also helps in climbing. Means 2 important functions now we are observing. One is mechanical support, one is a mechanical support, and one more is climbing. One is a mechanical support and one more is climbing. Next one, tendril is long. Now tendril is long and wiry, slender, sensitive structures which coils around the support. So means, sir, how it involves in climbing of a particular plant, sir, means first of all once you see there the importance of the tendril is long structures, wiry structures, slender structures and sensitive structures. Okay, so these slender and sensitive structures coils around the support. And definitely gives mechanical support to the particular parietal plant. Next one, these tendrils are formed from a leaf called leaf tendrils. Suppose if the tendrils are formed from the leaf, so such kind of tendrils simply we will be calling as leaf tendrils. Tendrils are formed from the leaf, and that kind of leaf we can be taken as leaf tendrils. Means suppose in formation of tendrils, suppose leaf involvement is there simply, so such kind of leaf such kind of tendrils we will be calling as leaf tendrils. Try to save in your mind. Okay, now this table, so when compared to this entire information, this table you don't forget. Okay, so now part of the leaf modified into tendril. Now here in completely, so suppose if you take one complete leaf there, part of the leaf modified into tendril. Now and one more is a plant example also now I am going to give you. So don't omit this video, don't discard this video. So this information you may not get in any other books. Okay, now the complete leaf except stipules. Now let us see part of the leaf modified into tendril, and one more is plant example. Now complete leaf except stipules means here the entire leaf or the complete leaf modified into tendril except stipules. So where we can be seen lathyrus. So here once you see that entire leaf is modified into tendril means at the time wool performs the process of photosynthesis. So no chance, no, at the time stipules are modified into leaf like structure and performs the process of photosynthesis. Now here we are finding tendril now. So this tendril is formed from the remaining leaf means complete leaf. Here this tendril is formed from the leaf, and here this stipule modified into leaf like structure and performs the process of photosynthesis. Next one, terminal leaflets of compound leaf. Terminal leaflets of compound leaf. One more time, terminal leaflets of compound leaf. Once you see there, so compound leaf is there. So here the rachis we are finding or a compound leaf common axis rachis only now. So now here there are different types of leaflets are commonly present on the rachis. Once you come on to the diagram once, now you see there terminal leaflets. Now the terminal leaflets are modified into tendrils. Don't forget, this point is important. Next one, leaf apex. Leaf apex is modified into tendrils. So best example, gloriosa superba. Once you see there leaf apex, once you see the diagram, small rough diagrams only I have given, so even though we can get information concept from them. Once you see there leaf apex, so modified into tendrils. Once you see there leaf apex is like modified, so these kind of structures also sometimes helps in climbing. Next one, now stipules modified into tendril. So where in case of smilax, definitely stipules are modified into tendrils. So for example, smilax dioscorea already we have seen in previous videos. Now you see there, our knowledge point of view, at every node how many number of stipules are present? 2 are present. Very good. So thereby, so definitely how many number of tendrils we can be seen? So 2 number of tendrils we can see. So try to follow this one. Next one, upper part of the petiole. Modified into tendril. So in case of Nepenthes, pitcher plant is there, no? Insectivorous plant. In an insectivorous plant, no, Nepenthes. So upper part of the petiole modified into tendril. So all these points are very, very important. Next one more we forgot here. Once you see that petiole is modified into tendril in case of clematis. Petiole modified into tendril in case of clematis. One more time. So let me explain this table by one more time. What is information now? Part of the leaf modified into tendril and part and plant. So the complete leaf except stipule we can be seen in lathyrus. Terminal leaflets of compound leaf we can be seen in terminal leaflets of compound leaf modified into tendrils. So best example we can be seen in Pinus, Pisum. Next one, leaf apex modified into tendrils, gloriosa superba. Next one, stipules are modified into tendrils in case of smilax, and petioles are modified into tendrils in case of clematis, and upper part of the petiole are modified into tendrils in case of Nepenthes. Revision only, no? That's why I have gone little bit fast. So next, let us move on to the next side heading, that is spines. Now spines point of view. Now spines, in some plants, leaves are modified into sharp pointed spines. Already in previous video I have given information in a phylloclad. I have given now. So there in xerophytic plants, what is information? In xerophytic plants, so for example Opuntia, so there leaves are modified into spines, I told you. So why? Because to reduce the rate of transpiration, I told you, no. So likewise here also, what is the point? In some plants, leaves are modified into sharp pointed spines they help in reducing the rate of transpiration in xerophytic plants and also protects a plant from herbivorous animals. Means here two important functions we can see of spines. These spines are definitely modified from the leaves. So where we can be seen exclusively, these are all these kind of structures or spines we can be or we can see in xerophytic plants, and helps in one is reducing the rate of transpiration and one more definitely protects from the herbivorous animals. So that point. Now here also small table we have to be discussed. Now that is part of the leaf modified into spine. Part of the leaf modified into spine and a plant example. Okay, one more time. Now here the what is a part of the leaf modified into spine? Now let us see. For example, entire leaf is modified into spine. Entire leaf modified into spine in case of euphorbia. Spelling EUPHORBIA. Euphorbia. And asparagus. Asparagus we seen we are observing by third time, I think so, third time asparagus. Next one Opuntia. So euphorbia where we have seen, so here in euphorbia best example in Phyllocladino cylindrical stem is present, I told you here. Next one asparagus previously we have seen in Cladophil. So before that one we have seen in storage roots. In storage roots monocotyledons fasciculated roots are present, we see in asparagus there. Means now asparagus we are studying by third time. Okay, next one Opuntia by second time. So here entire leaf modified into spine here one time, and in Phylloclad also same information, but we are studying by second time. Okay, now leaf apex. Leaf apex now here the modified into spine. Now best examples or leaf apex are modified into spine. For example, Agave americana, yucca, and one more is aloe vera. One more time, agave, yucca, aloe vera. Okay, now here best examples diagrams I have drawn, but finally I'll explain diagrammatical explanation. Next one, so let us continue to study. So stipules are modified into spines. So for examples acacia, Gigipus, Parkinsonia. One more time, acacia, Gigipus, and one more is Parkinsonia. So these three examples so we can be taken. So for stipules, so here the stipules are modified into spines. Next one leaf margin. Leaf margin is modified into spine. Leaf margin modified into spine in case of argemone. Leaf margin modified into spine in case of argemone. Next one first leaf of axillary bud. First leaf of axillary bud modified into spine in case of citrus or citrus species. So simply, so this point but a neat examination point of view, so they are asking in so many examinations. So what is a bit now? Now first leaf of axillary bud. First leaf of axillary bud modified into spine in case of citrus species. Now what is the information we learned? So we have learned related to the spines. Now what is the main important or what are the main important points means? So like thorns, these spines also sharp pointed structures only, but thorns are modifications of stem, but here these spines are modifications of leaf. So now what are the uses of these spines means? Definitely helps in reducing the rate of transpiration, and because of the presence of spines plants are protected from the herbivorous animals. Now what is the main important difference we seen between the thorns and spines? In thorns, no, because of the stem modifications we are observing the presence of vascular bundles, and these spines because of the leaf modifications and spines are not consist of vascular bundles. Now here this table point of view, so here the entire leaf modified into spine in case of euphorbia, asparagus, Opuntia. Next one leaf apex modified into spine in case of Agave americana, yucca, aloe vera. Next one stipules modified into spines in case of acacia, Gigipus, Parkinsonia. Next one leaf margin modified into spine in case of argemone. Next one first leaf of axillary bud. First leaf of axillary bud modified into citrus species. citrus species. Likewise, this particular table related to the spines we can discuss. Next one. So here let us before moving on to the next slide heading, so here these diagrams are related to the spines only. Let us complete this diagrammatical explanation. Once you see there, acacia, so acacia stipules are modified into spines, no. So thereby once you see there, in acacia compound leaf is there, no. This entire one is a compound leaf, simply we can be taken. Now exactly, so exactly at light you see, ma. So here small structures are there, no. So these structures only exactly in this place. What is the structure we can be seen? Stipules we can see, no. These stipules only modified into spines. Next one, yucca, ma. So there yucca, best example where we have seen leaf apex modified into spines. There leaf apex you see there, very pointed leaf apex is there, no. That pointed leaf apex modified into spine. Next one in argemone. Argemone where we have seen this one, argemone leaf margin is modified into spines. So this one here once you see that leaf margin everything, so it is a pointed structure. So it is entirely leaf margin, perfectly entire leaf margin converted into spine like structures or the spines. So rough diagrams I have drawn. Suppose those who are writing in notes, you can follow these diagrams. So here for explanation of tendrils also I have used very small rough diagrams, so you can draw these diagrams very clearly. Next one, let us move on to the next slide heading, that is scale leaves. Now scale leaves point of view, in some xerophytic plants, means the plants which grows in desert areas. In xerophytic plants, what is information? No, these some xerophytic plants and one more is in underground stem modifications or in underground stems. Next one here in this particular case, which one? In xerophytic plants as well as in an underground stem modifications. What is the point now we are going to study? No, leaves are reduced. Leaves are reduced to small, colorless and dry membranous structures. One more time you try to see there. See there, scale leaves we have seen in rhizome, in underground stem modification. Scale leaves are developed from the leaves. Likewise, one point we learned now. So that point only now we are going to study. What is that? So scale leaves, definitely leaves are reduced to small, colorless and dry membranous structures known as scales. Dry membranous structures known as scales. Now in a desert plants, in a desert plants means in xerophytic plants, so the plants which are present in desert areas, desert plants. So these scale leaves are modified on phylloclad, modified are the present on phylloclad to reduce the transpiration. Means one more time you see that in xerophytic plants mean desert plants only. No, best example can you recognize? Upanishad already we have seen under phylloclad, no. So there what is information? Scale leaves are present on the phylloclad to reduce the rate of transpiration. Okay, so means here definitely leaves are modified into scale leaves. So that kind of structure we can be seen in phylloclad, but very exclusively where we can be seen means, now that example only, now I will give you that example is in underground stem modifications. In underground stem modifications, rhizome, corm, stem tuber, likewise we see, no. So there rhizome, in rhizome and corm, now perfectly we have seen the presence of scale leaves. So once you see that in underground stem modifications or in underground stems, they protects the axillary buds. As well as terminal buds. So try to see this one. So definitely underground stem modifications or in the underground stem. So definitely these scale leaves protects what? These scale leaves protects the axillary buds as well as terminal buds. So there these axillary buds helps in. So in underground stem modification information only we are studying. So there in underground stem modifications, axillary buds are involved in vegetative propagation, whereas the terminal buds helps in formation of shoot system, aerial shoot system development, everything we have seen now. So there aerial shoot system development point of view, terminal buds are required, and vegetative reproduction point of view or vegetative propagation point of view, axillary buds are required. Now scale leaves examples. Now scale leaves examples, what are those? Casuarina, Allium cepa, and one more is Gingiber officinalis. Gingiber officinalis, ginger scientific name, and Allium cepa, scientific name of onion. Allium sativum, garlic. Those who would like to learn this point, so through my voice you can get Allium cepa, onion. Allium sativum, sativum, okay, sativum, garlic. Next one, Casuarina. Casuarina plant that you people you know or not, I don't know, but Casuarina example as well as Allium and Gingiber officinalis, definitely these kind of examples we can be taken under scale leaves. Now in this particular case, in this video, so now what are the points we have learned? Phyllotaxy we learn exclusively. Now let me revise. Phyllotaxy is nothing but arrangement of leaves on the stem or the as well as in branches or on the branches, so we will be calling as a phyllotaxy. Now this phyllotaxy, 3 types are there, but we have discussed 4 types. So 4th type only we will be considering as a special type of phyllotaxy. Name is leaf mosaic. Definitely we can be seen in Carica papaya as well as Acalypha. Next one, alternative phyllotaxy. So definitely we are observing in hibiscus, best example, hibiscus, ficus, brassica and helianthus. Next one, opposite phyllotaxy, 2 types are there. There definitely in opposite phyllotaxy, what is the point you have? In alternative phyllotaxy, what is the point? At every node, 1 leaf is present. Next one, in opposite phyllotaxy, at every node, 2 leaves are present. Okay, ma? So there again, opposite phyllotaxy, 2 types are there. One is opposite superposed, and the second one is opposite decussate. Next one, opposite superposed, best example Quisqualis. Next one, opposite decussate, best example Calotropis. Okay, ma. Next one, horal phyllotaxy or circular phyllotaxy point of view, best examples are Nerium or and one more is Alstonia. Nerium, Alstonia. Next one, leaf modifications point of view. So general functions of leaves are definitely involved in the process of photosynthesis. Next one, helps in exchange of gases and definitely helps in transpiration process. Okay, but these kind of leaves or some kind of leaves are modified themselves and performs the permanent functions. So what are those? So tendrils, spines and scale leaves we have seen. Remaining things, so definitely I will give you in next video. But these 3 means what are those? Tendrils information along with the diagrams, so spines information, example and diagrams you don't forget. Next one, scale leaves information, very short information, that also we have seen in this video. So remaining side headings definitely I will cover in next video. Thank you students. So study well. So those who are writing notes, try to write the notes very clearly and try to develop the subject, try to develop the concept. Thank you. Take care.